The city shined too brightly for someone who just wanted to disappear. The building lights reflected in the sidewalk puddles like overly watchful eyes, as if even the asphalt had decided to watch her that night. She ran, feeling the cold air cut her lungs and her heart beat in a rhythm that seemed to shout her name for the whole world to hear. She wasn't a thief, she wasn't a criminal. She was just an orphan tired of being a prisoner, within walls painted with charity and smelling of abandonment. The Salvarissimo orphanage called it discipline. She called it a cage. Behind her, voices echoed. Supervisors, men too large to be chasing a lone young woman. But they chased. Because losing someone was losing control, and losing control was the only thing they feared more than God. She turned a corner, almost breathless, stumbled and stayed on her feet out of sheer hatred and instinct. And then she saw the door. A tavern, the sign flickered in faulty neon. The Drowned Dog. An ugly name for a place that seemed perfect to hide in. She pushed the door without thinking. The sound of the street died behind her, as if she had crossed an invisible border. Inside, the air was warm, heavy, laden with the smell of drink, smoke, and stories no one would ever confess sober. Men and women laughed too loudly, argued about football, politics, about who lied better, sailors or politicians, and the floor stuck slightly under her wet sneakers. She moved between tables like a nervous shadow, trying not to draw attention, trying not to look exactly like what she was, someone on the run. That's when she felt it. Not a touch, a look. She raised her eyes unintentionally and found him. He was leaning against the bar, as if the entire place had been built just to serve as a backdrop for his presence. Tall, broad-shouldered, black hair carelessly tied back, a few loose strands falling over his forehead. He dressed like someone with too much money to care, and too much style to look like he tried. And he smiled, not a polite smile, but the kind of smile that doesn't ask for permission to exist. Jackson. She didn't know his name yet, but she knew in that instant that this man was trouble. He raised his glass in her direction, as if toasting his own intuition. When a young woman walks into a place like this alone, without looking back and without sitting down, he said in a low and firm voice, enough to reach her amidst the chaos, she's either running away, or she's about to cause something very interesting. She pretended not to hear, turning away. He laughed. Relax, little shadow. I don't bite unless asked very politely. She stopped, turned slowly. I didn't ask for anything, she replied dryly. Jackson studied her like someone reading an old map. Yet, before she could say anything else, the tavern door flew open. Two men entered, scanning the room with their eyes like predators too hungry to be subtle. She felt her blood run cold. Jackson felt it too. And then her world collapsed too quickly. Firm hands grabbed her from behind. A cloth covered her face, soaked in something sweet and bitter. The smell of wood, salt, and wind came before the darkness. The last thing she heard was Jackson's voice too close to her ear. I promise this will be more interesting than being taken back. And then, nothing.